You have not imagined it. The stirring in your spirit at 3 a.m. was not a dream, not a fluke, not random noise in the night. I was there, hovering over your atmosphere, testing the soil of your surrender to see if you were ready. This is not about insomnia, chosen one. This is about visitation. I have appointed this hour again and again to separate you from the noise of men so I can speak without interference. And now, because you responded, even in your fatigue, I will pour revelation into your midnight like oil into an empty lamp. You are not awake by accident. You are awake by alignment. And I am about to reward you for every night you got up when no one else saw, because I saw. You've wondered why the interruptions in your sleep come just before something happens. That's not coincidence. That's surveillance. I have placed you on my night watch, so you can feel what I feel before it breaks into the day. Those 3 a.m. wakings are your summons, your sacred time in the court of heaven, where I release secrets to my trusted ones. And you, chosen one, have been counted worthy to overhear what others sleep through. They won't understand how you know what's coming, but that's the cost of intimacy. I don't reveal my counsel to the casual, I speak to the consistent. And you've proven yourself faithful in the quiet. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. There is nothing random about the hour I chose. Every visitation has a timestamp, and for you, it's always been the early hour, because that's when the veil is thin and the distractions are low. I'm not looking for the convenient ones, I'm looking for the consecrated ones. You didn't ask to be awakened, you were awakened because you were chosen. And what others call disruption, I call divine preparation. That restlessness you felt, that's not restlessness, it's readiness. I've been training your spirit for war in the night. They don't see the warfare because they sleep through it. But you, because you wake, have seen the patterns others miss, the delays, the betrayals, the sudden shifts. I've been letting you feel it first, because you are my barometer, my early signal, my trusted alarm. I show you what's rising so you can respond before it hits. That's why you don't fit in the timelines of this world. You live by divine promptings. Stop apologizing for being out of sync. You're not out of sync, you're ahead of schedule. I've trusted you with my time, and that means you'll never be on theirs again. They'll call you intense, too much, dramatic. But that's because they've never stood in the atmosphere you stand in. They've never had their sleep disturbed by the voice of destiny. They've never wept in the dark without knowing why. They've never had to explain a burden that has no words. That's what it means to be marked. That's what it means to carry mantle. I don't give that kind of weight to the convenient. I give it to the covenant keepers. And you've kept covenant even when it cost you your comfort. That's why I'm visiting you now. You thought I skipped over you. You thought the silence meant absence. But no, your name was on the schedule for a visitation. I had to wait until your heart stopped chasing validation and started craving my voice. Now you're ready. And when I come to you at 3 a.m., I won't just whisper, I'll release. Blueprints, assignments, turnarounds. I'm not coming empty-handed. I'm coming with power. Because you've shown me you won't sleep on your calling, I won't sleep on your promise. You won't have to beg for clarity anymore. I will reveal things to you that others have to pay profits to hear. I'll let you see behind the curtain because you didn't ask me for fame. You asked me for truth. I trust you with secrets, and that trust is about to pay off. You will dream what others ignore. You will discern what others dismiss. You will hear what others call impossible. Because at 3 a.m. the veil lifts and I draw near to my own. You are not ordinary, chosen one, and this hour is not ordinary either. You are one of the 1% who sees, not because you're better, but because you're surrendered, not because you're louder, but because you're listening. I have singled you out, not to shame you, but to shield you. I will use your life to awaken others who have stayed asleep too long. Your obedience in the early hours is about to spark a fire in the day. Keep waking, keep watching, because I am coming with answers, with justice, with sudden favor. Don't miss me. You've been sensing something deeper than usual, haven't you? That unshakable knowing in your spirit wasn't anxiety. It was me alerting you to movement in the heavens. I've been stirring your atmosphere because you've crossed into the hour of manifestation. This is where dreams begin to take form, and that's why your spirit has been so restless. I'm not just waking you to pray, I'm waking you to prepare. You are stepping into divine appointments, that require you to be spiritually alert and emotionally ready. I will not let you sleep through the shift I've ordained. What felt like divine disturbance was actually divine alignment. This is the season where silence will start to make sense. You thought I was distant because I didn't speak in your language, but I was speaking in mine. Timing, interruptions, closed doors, sleepless nights. And now you're learning to hear me clearly through the disruptions you once resented. You're seeing that I was answering you all along, just not in the way you expected. I am not a God who wastes pain or delay. Everything has been preparation. You were not being rejected, you were being redirected. And now the path I've carved out for you is becoming visible. Others may still be confused, but I've opened your eyes. You're not guessing anymore, you're discerning. I've made you a seer in the spirit, because you refuse to settle for surface-level faith. This is why your hunger couldn't be satisfied with shallow sermons or empty rituals. You longed for substance, and now I'm feeding you with revelation that changes the course of your life. Don't apologize for seeing what others ignore. You were created to hear me this way, and the more you lean into me, the more I'll show you. Let's lock this in. Smash that like button. Subscribe to stay connected. Then comment 55. It represents covenant and fresh alignment. I've given you insight that will make others question how you know what you know. Let them wonder. You don't owe explanations for what I revealed in private. What I showed you at 3 a.m. wasn't meant for everyone. It was reserved for those who steward my secrets well. That's why you felt the tension between what you know and what you can't yet say. I'm teaching you the discipline of discernment, knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. The wisdom I'm depositing in you is sacred. Treat it as holy, and I will increase it. There is a difference between waking up and being awakened. Many open their eyes but never engage their spirit. You, chosen one, have been awakened in the depths. That's why the usual comforts no longer satisfy you. I've expanded your appetite, and now you crave the things of the spirit. You want more than breakthrough. You want blueprint. You want to move in precision, not just passion, and that's exactly what I'm about to release. You have entered the hour of instruction. This isn't about hype, it's about strategy. I'm releasing detailed steps for your next move, but you must be quiet enough to hear me. Don't drown out my voice with noise from the outside. I am not in the chaos. I am in the stillness, and it's in the stillness where I download direction. You will no longer feel aimless. You will move with clarity, no more running in circles, no more trial and error. I'm bringing you into a divine rhythm where everything aligns, from relationships to finances to purpose. Watch how I bring it all together. Because you stayed up to hear me, I'm going to make the rest of your life respond to that obedience. You're not chasing signs anymore. They're following you. Every sleepless night has planted a seed, and now the harvest is coming. Get ready, chosen one. You're about to walk in what you prayed for. The level of clarity you're stepping into now is irreversible. You can't unsee what I've shown you. You can't unhear what I've spoken. That's why you feel such tension with the past. It no longer fits where I'm taking you. Old rhythms will frustrate you now because you've been awakened to kingdom cadence. The path I have you on requires a new level of obedience, and you're ready for it. You're not going back to shallow waters. You've seen the deep, and I'm calling you to walk on it. Don't second-guess the boldness I've placed in you. That holy fire you've been feeling isn't aggression, it's anointing. I've sharpened your voice, not to argue, but to declare. You will no longer whisper truth to appease the comfort of the uncommitted. I'm setting your voice apart, because what you carry will break open atmospheres. Yes, it will make some uncomfortable, but it will also awaken the ones who've been secretly starving for realness. You are not controversial. You are catalytic. You are carrying what the next generation needs. They don't need more performance. They need presence. And you carry it because you've been crushed. I allowed the weight to come so the oil would flow. That's why others skipped steps, but you had to endure process. I was refining you in obscurity so that when I unveiled you, there would be no compromise in you. What you've been through wasn't punishment, it was purification. And now you're ready to be poured out. I haven't just called you, I've consecrated you. This isn't a popularity contest, it's a prophetic assignment. Your isolation has been the incubator for your influence. You haven't missed out. You've been hidden for protection. I shielded you from platforms that would have corrupted you. I delayed what you thought should have been accelerated because I was strengthening your roots. You won't fall like others have because you're not built like others are. You've been established by fire. You are my answer to someone's secret cry. You are my vessel for divine interruption. When you walk into a room, it won't just be you entering. It will be my authority arriving through you. That's why I'm training your discernment. Not everyone will deserve your access. You don't have time for draining assignments. You've been chosen for divine deployment, and that means precision in every relationship. I'm pruning your circle so I can protect your calling. You will no longer apologize for your oil. You will no longer shrink to make others comfortable. I am expanding your capacity because what's coming requires more room, and you're ready now. You weren't ready then, not because you were weak, but because the foundation wasn't fully formed. Now it is. Now you can carry the weight of what I'm placing on you, and you'll carry it well because you've learned to carry me first. This is not the season to doubt your discernment. You hear me more clearly than you realize. The enemy's only strategy is to confuse your confidence. But I am silencing that confusion now. I am reaffirming what I told you in the secret place. You're not crazy. You're not making it up. You are in alignment. I am about to surround you with confirmation. Conversations, connections, divine coincidences, all of it will echo what I've already said. You'll no longer need to second-guess your steps. I will confirm them swiftly and publicly. The same people who questioned your obedience will witness your breakthrough. Stay grounded, chosen one. Stay in position. Because I'm coming, and I'm coming quickly. Chosen one, your obedience has shifted the timeline. What was once delayed is now being expedited. Because you didn't fold under pressure, I am releasing acceleration. I have seen every tear, every unanswered question, every moment you kept believing without seeing, and now the cloud is forming. You are not waiting in vain. You are standing in faith. And faith always draws the move of my hand. You're not behind, you're right on divine schedule. There is an authority rising in you that even you didn't expect. It's not loud, but it's weighty. It's not forced, but it's undeniable. I'm giving you influence without striving. You won't have to chase what I've already commanded to find you. Your name is being whispered in rooms you haven't entered yet. Your presence is being requested because I've made you necessary. You are not optional in this next wave. I've made you essential. You've graduated in the spirit. That's why your atmosphere feels different. You've crossed over into a new realm of responsibility, and with it comes divine protection. You're going to see things break open that were stuck for years, not because of manipulation or favor from man, but because you've been faithful with little. I can now trust you with much, and what I'm placing in your hands, no one can revoke. The tables are turning. What once mocked you will now marvel at you. Not because you need validation, but because I vindicate my own. I will prepare a table in front of every force that tried to break you, not to humiliate, but to honor. You didn't retaliate, and now I'm stepping in. I fight for those who hold their peace. Watch me show up on your behalf. I am also resetting your environment. Things that once drained you will no longer have access to you. People who ignored your value will start to feel your absence. You don't need to announce your shift. I've already marked it in the spirit. Your exit from old cycles is permanent. Don't revisit what I've delivered you from. Don't explain what I've elevated you above. Keep walking. Your steps are anointed. Your midnight prayers have authorized my movement. I don't need crowds to confirm you. I need covenant. And you've kept it. When no one else saw you fighting for faith in the silence, I did. That's why I'm releasing the kind of breakthrough that breaks generational patterns. Your yes has created space for miracles to flow through your bloodline. You are the interruption in the cycle, and it's starting now. I am releasing divine timing into your daily life. You won't have to force anything. Doors will swing open as you stay in flow. I am orchestrating alignments that will feel like miracles, because they are. You won't miss the moment, because I've trained you for this. That sensitivity you've developed in the early hours will guide you even in the daylight. You will know when to move, when to pause, and when to speak. This is the rhythm of the chosen. You are no longer surviving. You are shifting into divine establishment. Your foundation is secure, your direction is clear, and now your assignment is being activated in full. This is not the beginning of the end, it's the beginning of impact. Get ready to walk in rooms that once intimidated you. I've already gone before you. You're not walking in uninvited, you're walking in appointed. You are stepping into a season where evidence will speak louder than explanation. You won't have to defend what I'm doing in your life. The fruit will prove it. The same people who doubted your discernment will be silenced by the outcome. I have not forgotten a single sacrifice, a single surrender, a single silent obedience. You will see the reward of what you did when no one was watching. Because I was watching, I was recording, and now I'm responding. The ground beneath you is no longer the same. I've shifted the soil. Where it once resisted you, it will now respond to you. You're no longer just planting. You're about to reap. What others thought would take years, I'm going to do in months. Because you said yes when it cost you everything, I'm accelerating the timetable. You are no longer working in delay. You're moving in divine demand. And the harvest is guaranteed. I'm sending resources to meet you where I've called you. You will not be stranded in your obedience. You will not be empty in your assignment. I will fund the vision. I will provide the people. I will confirm the plan. You will have what you need when you need it without begging for it, because I am the God who supplies. Not just enough, but overflow. Your obedience has created openings in places you didn't even know existed. The doors I'm unlocking are not small. They are unusual, unexpected, and undeniable. And they are being opened not just for you, but through you. You're a gatekeeper now. What flows through you will impact others. So guard your gates, protect your peace. Don't be surprised when favor finds you. You're not manipulating it. It's magnetized to your movement. People will start offering you opportunities you didn't ask for. That's not coincidence. That's covenant. I promised to reward those who diligently seek me. And you didn't just seek me, you prioritized me. So now I'm prioritizing you. Your name is on my release list. You are not the same person who started this journey. You've been refined. You've been reshaped. You've let me strip away the false so the real could rise. That's why you no longer settle. That's why your spirit rebels against the counterfeit. You've tasted truth, and now you won't go back. I've made you into someone who walks in clarity and carries weight, and that weight is holy. The pressure you've endured was never meant to crush you. It was meant to forge you. I've been forming something eternal inside of you. Not fragile, not temporary, eternal. And now that it's done, I'm releasing you into the earth as a voice of clarity, fire, and alignment. You won't echo others. You'll speak what I tell you. And what you speak will shift atmospheres, confront systems, and deliver captives. You are not just anointed, you are assigned. And your assignment is now. You have passed the test. You didn't quit when it got quiet. You didn't abandon me when the wilderness stretched longer than expected. You stayed when others ran. You believed when others mocked. You trusted me when you had no evidence, and now I'm rewarding you openly for what you did privately. This is your moment. Walk in it. I am sealing your identity in this hour. No more wondering who you are. No more trying to fit into categories I never assigned you to. You are not what they called you. You are what I named you. And I call you chosen. I call you set apart. I call you my instrument of breakthrough. You don't need another opinion. You need to believe what I already declared. This clarity will cost you, but it will also crown you. You're going to lose access to places that can't handle your truth. That's not rejection. That's redirection. Let the doors close. Let the invitations dry up. I'm not allowing you to blend in anymore. Your difference is your mantle, not your mistake. You weren't born to be accepted. You were born to be sent. I am raising the standard in your life. What you once tolerated will now irritate you. Not because you've changed for the worse, but because you've matured. The things that used to satisfy you will now feel empty. That's the sign you've outgrown your old dimension. I am expanding your mind, stretching your capacity and sharpening your discernment. This is not just growth, it's transformation. You're not adjusting, you're ascending. Get comfortable being misunderstood. What I'm doing in you won't make sense to everyone. Stop trying to explain glory to those content with shadows. I'm calling you out of the crowd. You're not just another voice, you're a sound from heaven. And that sound carries deliverance. It carries weight. It carries my DNA. The purity you've protected is not in vain. I've seen you walk away when it would have been easier to stay. I've seen you choose me when compromise looked tempting, and because of that, I can trust you with visibility, without vanity. I can put you in position without you becoming polluted. You are one of the few I can lift without losing, and that's why I'm lifting you now. The temptation to go back will come, but don't entertain it. You already know what's back there: distraction, dilution, delay. Keep your face forward. I've placed fire in your eyes for what's ahead. Your destiny isn't behind you, it's bursting open in front of you. Keep walking, even when it's unfamiliar. I light the path as you move. You will not miss what I have for you. Delay cannot deny it. Detours cannot cancel it. What I promised will come to pass because I am not a man that I should lie. You've waited long enough. Now you will see with your own eyes what your spirit has long believed. And when it manifests, you'll know. It was me all along. I've been writing this chapter in the dark. Every moment of pain has been repurposed. Every loss has been leveraged. I will not waste your journey. I will make it speak. The story of your survival will become someone else's lifeline. Don't silence your testimony. Declare it with boldness. You didn't just endure, you overcame. And now, chosen one, you will lead others through. I am awakening the warrior in you. The days of passive faith are over. You've been silent long enough, now it's time to stand. I didn't put all that fire in you just for survival. I put it there for territory. You are not just called to endure, you are called to overthrow. Every region your feet touch is being marked by my authority. Every battle you win in the spirit clears the path for others behind you. You are not fighting alone. I've dispatched angelic reinforcements around your dwelling. The warfare has increased because your rank has shifted. But you are not outnumbered, you are outpacing. I've given you strategies that break strongholds. I've placed weapons in your worship and fire in your voice. When you speak, demons scatter. When you move, atmospheres adjust. Because you carry my name, you will no longer feel powerless in the face of opposition. I'm training your hands for war and your fingers for battle. What used to intimidate you will now submit to you. You're not stepping back, you're stepping up. I didn't anoint you for survival, I anointed you for dominion. And that dominion begins in the secret place. You win here first, then everywhere else responds. The enemy's goal was to exhaust you before you could enter. But I've reversed the fatigue. I'm releasing supernatural strength into your spirit right now. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint. What once wore you out will now fuel you. You're not breaking down, you're breaking through. I'm giving you authority over what once oppressed you. Every cycle that tried to bind you is being broken. You will walk in complete freedom, not temporary relief, permanent liberty. Because you didn't just cry out, I heard you. I didn't just observe, I intervened. And my intervention is not partial, it's total. Watch the chains fall. I am awakening a prophetic edge in you. You're going to start seeing things before they happen, sensing shifts before they manifest. That's not paranoia, that's prophetic sight. I trust you with insight because you've proven you won't exploit it. You will use it for intercession, not manipulation. You will speak only when I say speak. That's why I'm sharpening your voice now. It's about to carry authority. The very hour that tried to haunt you will become holy to you. What used to bring anxiety will now release anointing. The 3 a.m. hour is no longer a time of torment. It's a time of visitation. I will meet you there with fresh oil every time. I'm making that hour sacred. Set your heart to receive. I will speak clearly and move swiftly. You are not the victim of warfare. You are the vessel of victory. I've equipped you for this moment. You're not weak, you're weaponized. And what's coming won't crush you, it will confirm you. I've already declared the outcome. You win. So rise, chosen one. Your time has come. I'm calling you to speak what others are afraid to say. This is not the season to hold back. I've filled your mouth with truth and now it must be released. You won't speak to impress, you'll speak to impact. And the impact will not be emotional, it will be spiritual. What leaves your mouth will break lies, shatter confusion and realign hearts. I didn't train you in silence just for you to whisper in the moment of release. You are my mouthpiece, and I am backing every word I give you. This boldness you feel is not arrogance, it's assignment. I've placed it in you because the atmosphere you're walking into requires confrontation, not of people, but of spirits. You will not wrestle flesh, you will dismantle strongholds. Your authority isn't for performance, it's for deliverance. That's why you had to be crushed. Only those who've died to their own ego can carry my power without misusing it. And you have died 1,000 deaths to your own will. Now resurrection power flows. I've been testing your motives in the wilderness. I didn't just want your gifts, I wanted your heart. And now that your heart is aligned, your gift will flow like never before. You will prophesy with precision. You will discern with accuracy. You will pray with fire. And the earth will respond to the sound of your obedience, because when I find a surrendered vessel, I fill it without limit. There is a remnant assigned to your voice. They don't even know they need you yet, but their spirit will recognize you. You've been crying out for clarity. Here it is. Your assignment is people, not popularity, not applause, but real transformation. You were built to carry fire, not fluff. You're not sent to entertain, you're sent to awaken. And that awakening begins now. You're going to start feeling urgency in the spirit. That's me stirring your next level. You won't be able to stay comfortable much longer. I'm pushing you forward, not in chaos, but in divine pressure. I am ordering your steps with such clarity that you'll move without second guessing. The same fire that woke you up at 3 a.m. is about to ignite your next season. Move with me. Your relationships are shifting for a reason. Some are being removed. Others are being realigned. Don't resist the change. I'm creating space for destiny-level alignment. The wrong voices will drown out my instruction, and I won't let that happen to you. I'm jealous for your clarity, and I will protect it at any cost. Don't cling to what I've called you out of. I'm pulling you into rooms where purity matters more than performance. You won't have to sell out to stand out. I've marked you with distinction, not distortion. You'll stand tall without compromise. You'll rise without losing yourself, because I've built you differently. And now I'm unveiling what I've built. I'm setting you apart for my glory. This isn't about elevation for your sake. It's about impact for my kingdom. You've been faithful in the quiet, and now I'm releasing you with sound. Go where I send you. Speak what I give you. And trust that my hand is all over your path. Chosen one, you're not rising by accident. You're rising by my design. I have not only called you out, I've called you up. You are not just exiting a former season, you are entering a higher dimension. This is not about elevation in public, it's about expansion in the spirit. Your capacity has grown because your intimacy has deepened. You're no longer satisfied with surface-level spirituality. You hunger for the weight of my presence, and I will fill that hunger with more than revelation. I will fill it with power. The kind of power that makes hell nervous. The kind of power that confirms I've been with you. You didn't chase platforms, you chased me. That's why I can trust you now. You're not intoxicated by recognition, you're anchored by reverence. I've removed every idol, every false dependency, and every counterfeit connection so that you would know, I alone sustain you. What you're about to walk in cannot be explained by talent or timing. It will be evident that it was me, because what I'm placing on you is weighty. And only the yielded can carry this weight without breaking. You are about to see the fruit of your inner healing. That quiet work, the tears, the therapy, the prayers, the letting go. It was not wasted. I've been healing the hidden so that I could elevate the whole. I don't raise broken vessels to high places without first mending the cracks, and you let me do that deep work. You let me break cycles. You let me disrupt patterns. And now, you're whole enough to carry breakthrough for others. You've passed through fire, and the fire did not consume you. It refined you. That's why your voice carries fire now. It's not just passion, it's purity. It's not just energy, it's evidence. When you speak, the Spirit will bear witness. When you pray, the heavens will respond. When you move, I will move with you. Because this alignment is not seasonal, it's supernatural. Before we go on, take a second. Like the video. Subscribe for more like this, and type 55 below. That's your sign of divine alignment. I am giving you vision that others around you may not understand. Stop looking for agreement where I've given you assignment. You weren't built to be understood. You were built to obey, and when you obey, alignment will follow. The doors will open, the strategy will come, the support will appear, because I fund what I initiate. Don't look at your current situation to measure what's coming. Faith is not about what you see, it's about what I said. And I said you're chosen. I said you're appointed. I said you're equipped. So shift your focus from circumstance to covenant. I didn't bring you this far to leave you stranded. I brought you this far to establish you. This is not the end of your preparation, it's the beginning of your manifestation. Everything I've been building in you is about to speak for itself. You won't need to advertise. My glory will announce you. You won't need to compete. My favor will single you out. You won't need to fight for space. I've already made room. Now step into what I've spoken. It's yours. I am shifting your posture from waiting to walking. You've waited well, chosen one. You've been still when it wasn't easy. But now I'm giving you permission to move forward with boldness. This isn't you leaving me behind. It's you moving with me. I go before you, and I cover behind you. I'm surrounding every step you take. You will walk into what I've already prepared. The fear that once paralyzed you will now fuel you. You've been set free from hesitation. The chains that kept you doubting your next move have been broken. I've given you clarity in the spirit, so you can walk in confidence. You'll know when to act, when to rest, and when to wait. I am not a God of confusion. I am the God of divine order. And that order is establishing itself around your every move. Trust the clarity I've given you. You've been tested long enough. The trials weren't just hardship, they were harvest preparation. I've taught you how to steward little so you could be trusted with much, and much is coming. Not to overwhelm you, but to reflect my abundance. I'm not blessing you for performance, I'm blessing you because you obeyed me in secret, and now I will bless you in the open. You are going to become a sign of what surrender looks like. People will ask how you got here, and your only answer will be obedience. That's the power of living yielded. What would have taken years in man's system I accomplish in moments by my spirit. You will become a testimony that faith still works, that prayer still opens doors, that purity still matters, and that I still honor covenant. Let's take a moment. Quick favor, tap like if you're enjoying this. Make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. Drop 55 in the comments. It's the number of covenant, new beginnings, and divine alignment. I am not just increasing your influence, I am increasing your impact. Influence draws attention. Impact draws transformation, and I've called you to transform atmospheres. You will shift rooms by presence alone because you carry more than charisma. You carry me. You don't need to fight for the spotlight. I will shine through you where it matters, and where I shine, darkness cannot stay. You are about to see divine reversals. What the enemy meant for harm, I'm flipping for your good. Relationships will be restored. Finances will be recovered. Joy will return with strength. I'm turning the tide. Your name is coming out of the shadows and into the story. I am redeeming what looked like it was lost. Nothing is wasted with me. The chosen never walk easy roads, but they walk covered. You've felt the weight, but you've also carried the glory. And now that glory will increase. You'll go from strength to strength, not by effort, but by grace. I am empowering your next steps with supernatural ease. Not because it's light, but because I carry the weight for you. Just walk, and I'll take care of what's ahead. This next level won't look like the last. Don't expect repeat patterns. I'm doing a new thing. New doors, new authority, new rhythm. But one thing remains the same. I go with you. You're not walking alone into this next realm. I'm already there. I've made the way clear. Now take it. I am sealing this moment with finality. What I've spoken will not return void. You've crossed over now. There's no going back to who you were. The old cycles can't reclaim you. The former fears no longer fit you. You're not in waiting, you're in walking. And as you walk, everything I promised will begin to manifest. You don't need another confirmation. I've already confirmed it in your spirit. That stirring wasn't imagination. It was ignition. That pull at 3 a.m. wasn't coincidence. It was covenant. I marked you while others slept. I chose you while others were striving. And now I am releasing you while others are still watching. You are moving by divine appointment. The weight on your life is increasing. But so is the grace. You've been prepared for this level. Every quiet season, every silent battle, every private breaking, it all built the capacity you now carry. You're not stepping in blindly. You're stepping in built. Built by fire, built by faith, built by my hand alone. You are ready. You're going to wake up one day and realize you've stepped into what you once only prayed for. Not because you forced it, but because you followed me faithfully. The road you walked wasn't easy, but it was holy. And now that holiness is attracting heaven's full attention, I will not let you go unnoticed. You were faithful in the furnace. Now comes the fulfillment. Everything is coming together now. The alignments, the doors, the timing. It's all divine. Don't rush it. Don't fear it. Just stay yielded, because I'm not just answering your prayers, I'm exceeding them. They'll ask, how did it all shift so fast? And your answer will be simple. God met me at 3 a.m. That's where the difference began. That's where the instructions came. That's where I released what no one else could give. That's where I confirmed what I whispered from the beginning. Chosen one, you are not who you used to be. And the world is about to see who I've been forming in the dark. You are a walking revelation of my faithfulness. And as you rise, I will rise through you. Because when I said I'd visit, I meant it. And I'm not done yet.